Hey guys, welcome back. So in order to save some time here, I've gone ahead and sprayed out my pearl black, of which I obviously left part of it matte to create that ghost lettering. And I've already gone ahead and done the airbrushing as well, the lightning effect on this that the customer was looking for. So I figured there was really no point in filming that since I had already done the exact same thing in blues pretty much previously in the video. So now what you're going to see me do, it's time for clear coat. So I'm going to take a tack rag to this thing and clean it off. And then I'm going to go ahead and video the first coat of clear. Same as I did on my, if you saw my video about clear coating guitars. I'll be doing the same thing. I'm only going to film the first coat because after that the clear coat gets in the air, really kind of permeates the entire area because I'm not in the spray booth, and it'll wreck my camera. So we'll do that. If every clear coat's different in terms of how it's mixed, make sure you get a high quality clear coat if you're doing a snowboard because it's going to get really cold. It's going to be in the snow. It's going to take some abuse, obviously. So you don't want to be spraying something like lacquer over top of this. It will not last. Get yourself a catalyzed urethane or potentially an enamel and use that basically. So I'm going to use catalyzed urethane, an automotive clear. And if you're curious about how to mix it or anything like that, just rather than me spending time on it in this video, just take a look at my video about how to clear coat your guitar. It'll be the exact same stuff, and thus it will be done the exact same way. So without further ado, I will go ahead and mix that up and we'll start spraying. So here we go. We got our finished product here. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to film the polishing process for you. I'm sorry about that. I had some difficulties with the camera, and I couldn't wait to do it until I got the camera fixed because I was already way behind schedule because I almost cut my thumb off and I had to recover before I could finish the airbrushing on this. So I need to get this back to the customer tomorrow, basically, in order to be on time. Anyway, for the polishing, after my clear coat was done hardening, I sanded it down with 1500 grit until it was perfectly smooth, perfectly flat. All the orange peel or any imperfections were out of there. Then I moved up to 3000 grit, did the same thing, and then 5000 grit. And for this one I used the 3M Super Duty rubbing compound, I believe it was, then the machine polish, and then I moved over to Meguiar's Ultimate Polish, or no, not Ultimate, Meguiar's Polish. Anyway, if you're at all curious about the sanding and buffing process, I have several videos about that. I've got a comparison on different polishing systems. I've got how to buff out your clear coat or something like that. And then most recently, really? I'll get back to you when that heater turns off. Sorry about that, guys. At the time of me filming this, it is like mid-November and I live in Alberta, so it's heater season. Anyway, now that that's over with, as I was saying, if I can remember, most recently I have a video out about how to basically sand and polish your guitar clear coat, and the process that I used for the snowboard and that I used for anything really like this is the exact same. So if you're at all curious about that, feel free to check that out. It's probably a good idea. That'll cover everything you need to know. One thing I should mention is that clear coating, if you're not used to it, if you don't really know how to do it, is the most difficult part of the process, pretty much. It's a lot harder than the airbrushing and all that stuff in order to really get a nice even coat of paint, and it's more dangerous because the clear coat is really, really hard on a person, and it's a lot harder to clean, all of that stuff. So if you're not comfortable with it, I suggest that you just, like, once you're done your paint job, just take your board to someone who knows how to clear coat it, maybe a body shop or something like that, and let them take care of that for you. It'll cost a little more money, but if you screw up the clear coat, it's going to make the entire job a huge hassle. It's really difficult to fix, okay? Like, I consider myself to be a do-it-yourself kind of guy, do my own brake jobs and all that stuff, but when I started painting things, I did not clear coat them myself until I really knew that I was going to be able to do a decent job of it. I know you got to start somewhere, but practice panels, not snowboards. Anyway, that being said, there's our finished product. We've got the lightning, obviously. The whole background pretty much is pearl black. These spots where the lightning originates are going to be hidden under the binding, so it'll look like it's all coming out from under the person's feet, obviously. And if you look carefully, you can see the no fear, very subtle image in the middle. I was going to do a ghost effect, using kind of a different amount of pearl, basically. But because this is going at ground level, it's not really up where you can look at it properly. I thought it would be too subtle, so I went with this instead, and I've sent the customer some pictures and he really likes it, so it all worked out. Yeah, that's about it. That's how you paint your snowboard. Hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If you got any questions, let me know. And as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.